Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a ground fault circuit interrupter, a GFCI, and the common mistakes that are made when doing so. While I'm getting set up, go ahead and like or subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Alright guys, we're out in the shop and I want to show you what a GFCI looks like out of the box. Here we've got an Easton or an Eaton GFCI, tamper resistant, weather resistant. The load, or the hot side, not the load, the hot side of your GFI is the same as regular GFIs. You've got the gold brass looking screws for the hot. The neutral side will be silver color for the neutral, and then you have your green lug up here for your ground. But on the back here, it's very important to take a look at what it says. So here you have your line side and your load side. Excuse me. If for your line side, this is the power coming into the GFI. If you only have one circuit coming in and there's nothing downstream that's going to be protected, you will hook this up to your line side. Now, say you're in a kitchen and this is the first receptacle in the circuit, you will hook your incoming power up to your line side and then your outgoing power to your load side. And don't crisscross your neutral and your hots. If you put your line side hot and your load side neutral together, your GFI will trip and will not work. It's not because the GFI is faulty, it's because it was miswired. So remember, line side is your hot. You can get your meter out, and if it's the hot side, that's where it goes to. Your black and your white, you make sure you match the hot wire with the neutral on the line side, and then the same thing, the hot wire and the neutral on the load side, and put them together. So let's go back into the kitchen and I'll show you what I mean. Alright guys, we're back in the kitchen, and as you can see, my GFCI tester is telling me that the circuit is still on. So let me run out there, turn the breaker off, and we'll get digging into this thing. Okay guys, as you can tell, the indicator lights are off, so power's off. So let's dig into this thing. You can do this hot if you'd like. We're grown men here and women, so I'm not one to tell someone what they can and can't do, but I would strongly suggest not working this hot. So take these screws out and expose this. So there's our wires for this, and let's flip this around. If you can see, this is where you need to identify your line and your load. And on this GFI, our line is up here, up on top with the ground down. Line is here and load is here. Then you have your ground. Here's another good indicator that this is the line side. See how these are twisted right here? This black and white wire is twisted. That's a real good indicator that that is the line side. That is just a tattletale system for when you're wiring a house, how to tell the difference between line and load when you go to trim out the house. So usually, not always, they'll always double check with your meter, but usually the twisted wire is the line side. So all you'd have to do is come in here. Let me get the right screwdriver. Remove your wires. Alright guys, I had some camera malfunction. So as we were doing, we're taking the wires off of this side. You can come over here and remove the wires on this. Now you can remove your ground. I'm not going to remove this ground due to the fact that this receptacle is so good. But look at, now that we removed everything, we just have a bunch of wires here. Now we can go back and look at this twisted pair. So right there, you know that's your line and this is your load. So you can go back with your neutral side right here. This is
guys,
the
I
load
gave
side,
you the wrong information
and this is
in
the
the video,
line side.
so I omitted the sound.
Neutral
so
side
thanks for watching.
of the line side. We'll get that screwed in. Hot side of the line side. Get these out of the way. Get that screwed in. Now, hot side of the load side. These are the wires that go out to your kitchen that feed the other up to 3 receptacles. So you don't have to put GFIs in every receptacle in the kitchen. This one takes care of it. That's screwed in. Now let's get our neutral of our load side back in. And there you have it. Get these wires back in here, stuffed back in. Your GFI screwed back into the wall. Just be careful when you're using a power drill to put these in. If you don't have good trigger control, go ahead and use your screwdriver. And we'll go ahead and put the plate cover back on. There we go. And we'll plug this back in, and as you can tell, it's not powered on. So let me go turn the breaker on and show you what it looks like finished. Alright guys, as you can tell, the indicator lights are back on, which read good. The hot and the neutral are in the correct spot, and it's also grounded. So I hope you guys can follow those steps when replacing GFIs. It's a real simple process. Don't get too scared. There's only 4 wires. So remember, your load is going out to your next kitchen area or your next bathroom. Your line is your hot side. So hope this helped you guys, and as always, be safe out there.